Hey friends, this is the Miss Wolfie from our half-acre homestead with a tea break. Yeah, don't look at my hair. It's in its ponytail, but I had a shower yesterday, and this is starting to frizz. I don't know why. Um, there's a couple of things I wanted to address on comments about turkey and home economics. But first and foremost, you're going to be getting this video tomorrow. Today is Monday, the 21st of October, 2019. And right this minute, my cousin Mary Jane, many of you know her as a moderator in my live stream chat, is going in. She just went into surgery in the last 10 minutes to have a fistula port, dialysis port put in her arm because her kidneys are down to 9%. Now, she has allergies to synthetics like I do. So this can either go very, very well or very, very bad. If her body rejects the port, she's got 2 weeks to live. Or this could work and she could have a new lease on life for years and years to come. So I've already put it out. I'm a little stressed at the moment because I was the person she called before she went into surgery. And I've already put it out on Facebook to my prayer warriors to please, 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 God, let this go well. This woman desperately needs a stroke of good luck. Amen. Okay, so once I finish this, I'm going to take. Once I finish this tea break, I'm going to go and I'm going to go work on my quilt and pray. So because she's going to be in surgery for about 3 hours. By the time you get this, it will all be over and done, and I will let you know in the comments how things went. Anyway, somebody said that turkey was really toxic for dogs and not to give it to Gracie. Now, when I boiled down my turkey carcasses, I strained off the broth. I took out the meat that I wanted to use, and then I removed the garlic and the onion and the bones. And I put the rest in the fridge and have been giving Gracie a cup a day. Now, it's not so much, turkey isn't toxic for dogs unless they're allergic to it. Okay? But it's what you cook the turkey with that can be toxic for dogs. And never, ever, ever give your dogs things like bologna or processed ham or meat, processed meat, hot dogs. It's really not good for them. Now, my turkeys, when I put them in the stock pot, those bones and veg and everything, there was 1 head of garlic and 1 onion per stock pot. And those were removed after the fact. Gracie is allergic to corn, and she is on a grain-free kibble just to be safe. She can have grain as long as it's not corn. And so we give her grain in small amounts, like a crust of our toast or a piece of pancake or whatever that, a little treat at the table. However, we went through dog food after dog food after dog food, some of them making her violently sick. All these dog foods to get to the one dog food she's on now, which is a Canadian Tire. I don't know what it's called, or I would tell you. I'll put it in info box if I think of it. And turkey is one thing she has no problem with. Yes, the garlic and the onions are a bit of an issue, but there's not that much of it. And it was boiled down and removed, and most of that stuff was in the broth. You understand what I'm saying? She's been having no problems with it. I've been amending her dog food ever since I cooked that turkey down with a cup of that turkey veg mash. And it's been really good for her. She's been having no problems with it. And trust me, if there's a food issue, Gracie will find it. Someone also made a comment that I'm not supposed to let the jars cool down in the canner because it makes things sour. I have never heard of that in my entire life, especially when it comes to a pressure canner. Now, when you're cooling down, I'm going to give you a link in the show more info box or the description box below this video. It is, when it comes to your pressure canning, it is safest and best to let it cool down overnight. You may be confusing with leaving your jars in the boil bath canner until it cools down. I never leave them in the boil bath canner till it cools down. Why? Because it's a whole other ball game. It's usually a low acid fruit or vegetable. So those can come right out. But those can come right out and set on a towel with air between them to cool down, all that stuff. But never, ever, ever, never, ever, ever open your pressure canner when it's hot. Ever. Your pressure canner has to be comfortable to the touch. Like that. You can put your hand on it and leave on it. Comfortable to the touch before you open that canner. And if it's any bit hotter than that, you always open your canner away from you. Okay? But leaving your jars in the canner, the pressure canner, to cool down is recommended all across the board. I have been pressure canning for 25 years. And that's the first time I've ever heard that. So that's what I'm saying to that. It may be a boil bath canner thing, but I've never heard of it. I've never heard of it. But then again, as soon as my boil bath canner stops boiling, I get my thing out and I take all my jars out. Okay? So that's my take on that. November's going to be a tricky month because Howie's going on a BMW training course in South Carolina, I believe, in November for 5 days. Mary Jane, who is in surgery right now, is coming up for those 5 days to stay with me and visit. We have to take our motor coach in because we had been having some problems. I mentioned this on my live stream. We had been having some problems with electrical. I'm pretty sure that was a mice thing, but I don't know. The jack stands are not operating, are always operating properly. The awning needs fixing. There's a whole bunch of stuff. And we had bought an extended warranty, and when Howie said, you might want to check, I said, we got a warranty. I'm going to check that. Turns up the warranty is finished in March. So if we want anything under warranty checked, which is the extended warranty, which pretty much the whole coach, right? We got to do it now, right? We got to do it now. So that's getting $250 somewhere for the deductible, and then $100 in gas to get it to and from where we need to take it to get it all fixed. And hopefully everything that needs fixing is under warranty. I'm hoping. Howie has to sit down, and we have to sit down and actually compile a list of all the things that we know are wrong. So there's that. And so November's going to be hit and miss. It really is. Because well, actually, Mary Jane's bringing up a dress that she got at, she's coming up on Via Rail because it's too much of a drive for her these days. She's bringing a dress that she got at Value Village and some lace she bought. And what we're going to do is we're going to make this a video. Her son Jeremy is getting married from CJAM Farms on YouTube. Her son Jeremy and Carmela are getting married. And we wanted to see if we could make her a dress worthy of the mother of the bride from a Value Village from something she purchased at Value Village. So that's going to be a home economics project, because I think she bought extra lace or something for $8 and she paid $6 for the dress. So that's going to be sometime in November. I'm glad everyone's enjoying the home economics videos, and I will continue to do them if I think they're relevant. Okay, I don't know what you will think is relevant and what I think's relevant, right? But what I would like to do is I thought about doing a budget video, how to lay out a budget suited to your income. The problem is everybody's different. So what would be cool is if some of you sent me in a mock budget to do. For instance, say, okay, Sally, this could be your budget for all I know, but it doesn't matter. I will keep it anonymous. Put down an income, whether it's weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. Put down a list of expenses. Put down, and when I say expenses, I mean car payments, insurance, cable, phone, and all those things, and we'll figure out what you have left over. If you have any supplement incomes or supplement credits, I don't know how things work in the United States, add those in too. And I will do an anonymous mock-up of that budget, because it would be interesting to see different income brackets and with different debt to income ratios, how we could work those budgets out. I will keep them anonymous. You don't even have to give me your actual numbers, but you know, maybe make them, round them up, round them down, whatever. Maybe you want me to figure out a budget for your grandmother. I don't know, but I will do mock budgets if I get 2 or 3 different kinds of templates that I could do. And then I'll sit down and I'll do a video showing how we could make them work. Unless, of course, everything you do or everything you pay out exceeds your income, then I don't know what to tell you about that. But it would be interesting to see, because I can only budget for my income, like for my household income. I can't budget for somebody else because I'm not on Social Security. I'm not on a pension. I don't know what your payments are or how that would work. But it would be interesting to see if I could help people, if I got 2 or 3 different templates that they could work with. Now, no, I'm not an accountant. I'm not a teacher. I'm not a financial guru, wizard, or anything else. I'm just somebody who's lived through a bankruptcy. And Mom died when I was 9. Dad had a heart attack and went on disability when I was 11. And it's been hand to mouth ever since, except for the last few years. Well, the last, 15 years, 20 years. What is it? The last 15 years, okay, have been pretty good to us. However, we're now 55. I'm 55. And when a lot of people are already retiring, I'm starting to save for retirement and to pay off our debt. So I would like to, I think that qualifies me on figuring it out. So if I can help, send me a template for your budget. Just make sure the more detail you give me, the better I can lay it out. And I would like to show them as examples. Totally anonymous. What do you think about that? Let's take home economics to a new level. This is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead saying, by the time you see this, I will know more, and I will put it in the comments and update on Mary Jane. I will also put it on my Facebook page. All right. I love you guys. Take care. God bless.